Gotta redo my hair. Oh, finally, it's working. Okay, hopefully people will come in. All right, let me just make sure. Hi, Coffee. Hi, Wolfie. Since I'm off today, I'm excited. I want to do a reading. My weekend was all schoolwork. It's finals time, and then the next class starts this week. So it's just all schoolwork. How was your weekend? Let me know. I'm just shuffling cards. Make sure this deck is really shuffled. I'm good, Wolfie. Thank you for asking. How are you? Said, what do you study? What are you studying? I did soccer with the kids and modeled Queen of Hearts at the art gallery. Wow, that's interesting. That's so cool. I'm studying project management. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Wolfie. Wow, the art gallery is so cool. And then you had a busy weekend, Coffee. Hi, Sand. How are you doing, Sand? Okay, Wolfie, guidance from divine from any of your oracle deck. Let me see if I can get my oracle deck here. I love how I reorganized my drawer and it made it harder for me to find. All I could find was my astrology oracle. I got to figure out where I put my other oracle. I know I think another one, but I have my astrology oracle, so that'll work. um, yeah, the course is busy. It's like an accelerated course. So they give you a bunch of work in like 7 weeks, and then you have another course where you get a bunch of work. You never heard of project management as a major? Well, it's here now. Yeah, a lot of schools have project management as a major, and then some schools will have like project management software, project management construction. Mine's is more general though. So, but let's see. Wolfie wants guidance from the divine from the oracle deck. We have Venus and Saturn. That is the work hard, play hard energy for you, Wolfie. I guess the universe wants you to focus on maybe even what's the word, streamlining or solidifying any sort of creative areas, or sometimes it can be about ensuring that you have a disciplined tactic when it comes to like love and relationships. Like, how do I want to talk to people? What kind of people do I want in my life? What kind of standards do I need to have for myself? Sometimes it's about creating limitations on areas that we enjoy. So sometimes people can overeat or undereat. This would be to sort of make sure that there's a little bit more balance in those areas that have to do with joy, fun, pleasure, or even nourishment, like Venus can rule. That's mainly the guidance. And then stick by your standards and boundaries and live your life that way. Hi, Angelus Carter. Hi, Tango. Hi, V. I'm shuffling this oracle deck, but come on in and ask questions, everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm glad to hear you're doing great, San. I don't think I said that. I'm glad that resonates with you, Wolfie. Angela's card one says, how will the conversation between Kimonine and Kimonine, I think I said that right. And Caden would be if I reached out after work. He's my ex, high school sweetheart, and we're not on good terms right now. Okay. How would it be if you reached out after work? I'm doing good, V. Kim Money. Okay, I'm Kim Money. Okay. Okay. All right, Kim Money. Let's see how the conversation would be with your ex. You reached out. We have the 10 of Wands, and we have the Hierophant, which La Pape, Le Pape, and we have the Hermit. So there would be more than likely a lot to discuss. I think at first things would start to feel a little bit overwhelming because there's probably some history and some feelings that haven't been completely tied. But overall, are there's some loose ends essentially. But overall, I feel like the conversation would give you both a lot to think about. I think with the Hierophant there, I don't know if there would be like a third party involved, but generally I can get that to somebody deciding to take on a more mediator role and decide to, be able to balance the conversation and make sure things are pleasant between both of you. Or it could just be both of you deciding to just take on that mature role for yourselves. But I think it would be a good conversation to have. It would definitely clear the end, tie up any loose ends, especially with the 10 of Wands there, and clear out any sort of frustrations or feelings that you two may have had. And with the Hermit there, it makes me think that you'll both sort of take a lot from the conversation and really focus on what you two are saying to each other, because the Hierophant does like to listen to the messages that are being said. So I really do think that you'll try to understand each other's perspective. So it actually might be good to have a heart to heart, even if at first things are very tense. uh, coffee, Coffee says, can I please have a career reading on what my next job would be? I've been a mom for so long, but I want to get back to work. What direction do the cards think I should go in? Okay, what direction should Coffee go in? And I want to let everyone know. I want to let everyone know I'm on for like the next. I'm on for 30 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how much time has passed. 22 minutes. I'll just say like 22 minutes, something like that. I'm on for that amount of time. I got a little free time today because I got off today, but I still have to meet my group for my presentation and then create the script for that. So no rest for the wicked, as they say. Let us get into this. Can I please have a career reading what my next job will be? Okay. What will the next? What direction the cards want Coffee to go? Oh, hey, Aries. Ari, the Aries princess. Okay, what direction? Let's pull a card. We have the 8 of Wands. So we already know there's a lot of possibilities. That's the deck card. Sorry, I thought I pulled that out. We have the Chariot, more about pulling in two different directions. And we have the King of Wands. Okay, so essentially, it's mainly kind of giving advice to say, like, concentrate on the areas which excite you and bring you passion, because the 8 of Wands is all about all of these cards flying everywhere. The Chariot is like pulling between two horses, trying to figure out what direction to go in to bring them victory. But the King of Wands is a little bit more concentrated energy. So, but all wands deal with is your passions and what excites you and what brings you a sense of fulfillment, something that you can wake up and do every day. Normally, if we're just talking about general fields that the wands might rule, it's going to be the entertainment industry. It's going to be any industry where you express yourself in a creative manner. It could be art, it could be writing. Um, Wands can represent having to sell to people, run a business in that way. If you find it very exciting to do so and have those communications with people. So wands can represent sales and they can represent technical fields. So these are the areas that wands may represent, like anything that's going to have to do with like mechanical workings or technology, or even something like if you work in the entertainment energy and industry and you're like a camera person, that would be more technical, but it's technically also entertainment. So something that's possible technical and that can also be seen as a way as entertaining. You could be a writing teacher, that would be technical, but then it also would have to do with entertainment. But those are the combination of what the wands do, like follow passions and things like on the lines of that. There's an opening at the art gallery, another opening at my kid's school. So yes, two directions. It makes sense, but go to the area that you feel the most passion towards. The wands would probably connect more to the art gallery because of the King of Wands on the end. Not saying the King of Wands can't be an administrator at a school, but if the position involves being like doing something creative with kids, then that would be good. Okay, Sam says, that's interesting. I'll be going back to school in a few years. I want to know all the options available for majors and minors. Yeah, there are so many options available. I think my school even started a new one that has to do with AI management. So that's like a degree in that. And I'm just like, wow, I've never even thought about that. But it is necessary to have that type of skill set. So there's a focus on that. So there's going to be probably there's so many different majors and minors, you know. Um, I tried to pick ones that I knew people were searching for when I was thinking about going back to school. Okay, Sam's question, is Josh meant to be a temporary friend, acquaintance, or a soul family member of sorts? And the card kind of already flew out. We have the devil card. I think Josh might be a little bit more temporary um, because we have the devil here, and that's not something you want to pursue long term, ideally. Josh is there to basically, just be a moment, be a season within your life to help you learn, to help you grow, to possibly challenge your thoughts or limitations that you may have, to motivate you in some way. But yeah, I think he may be a little bit more temporary in terms of their importance in your life. You're going to have more a lot more people coming in who are going to be more aligned with your interest, as well as looking out for you in terms of your best interest. If that makes sense. Like they'll share interests, but then they're also looking out for your better interests. We have the Tango. Can I get a time frame on when I could move out of my current living situation? A time frame to move out of current living situation. And if anyone's coming in, feel free to throw some questions in the chat. I'm just doing a pop-up. I'm here for at least the next 16 minutes. If you want your question answered, just super chat and I'll get to it right away. But otherwise, I'm going to go in order as always. So let me get to it. When I could move out of my living situation. When can Tango move out of their living situation? We have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. That's interesting because it's more so about a time period that's like where you wouldn't tell anybody about it. It's almost like where you feel like if you just want to go and leave without letting anyone know, whenever you get to that point where you're like, I don't even want to inform people of my next location, whenever it feels to that point, that's probably the best part or the best time in which you're going to want to move out. When it feels like you just don't want to deal with anybody anymore, when it feels like you no longer have support from maybe the people around you, whether that's if you live with family or if you live with roommates or something along the lines of that. If it ever gets to that point, that's the best time to move out, because it's not giving like a specific day or time. It's more so a state of mind with the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. It's like, hey, I just feel like I'm not connecting with anyone around me. I don't feel like I'm surrounded by the right people. I don't feel like this is the best environment for me. That's when the cards say, just leave and go. And don't let anybody, don't let a soul know. Just bounce. Like that's what they say. Um, that's mainly the messaging here, but you can go, I guess, at any time. It's just a matter when it feels like you've reached your limit and you're just like, this is not the place I need to be. But yeah, it's an emotional state of mind. Okay, Sand says, is Mel part of my long-term soul family type friends? Is Mel part of my soul family type friends? Long-term soul family type friends. Is Mel part of the long-term soul family friends? Let's see. We have death. Death is about change. So I'm not going to say it's a no, because it's not a complete ending. If we got the world card, I would say no. Um, it's more so like the relationship you have with Mel is going to develop and change and transform over time. So potentially it's saying, yeah, they're going to be probably close to you long term, but the dynamics and your friendship is going to develop and go in a different direction, because that's what I've mainly seen for death. It's less about saying this is completely done and more so about like, all right, we have changes. Yeah, that it is kind of funny how it's like, is this going to end? And it's like death. It's the way that you guys are friends now is going to change. I'll say that. If you're close now, then you may not be as close in the future, or they may change who they are and grow as a person. That happens. Um, is either one of my soul family long-term friends. If anybody's coming in, feel free to ask questions. Questions are free. I am here for the next 12 minutes. If you really want your question, all you have to do is super chat and you can skip the line and I will get to your question right away. Till then, I will go in order. Send your question, everybody, for your friend group. Okay, let's see. Tango says, y'all, if you ever down the cards, don't, because that's exactly my situation. Nice to know that nothing is holding me back. Yeah, nothing's holding you back, Tango. You can go at any moment. Like if you're ready to bounce, just go. And you don't got to say a word. The cards support that. Yes, I need to know. Okay, let's see. Is Omari part of Sand's soul family long-term friends, or just a long-term close connection? Okay, so Omari. We got a card that came out. We got the Nine of Wands. I think Omari is definitely there for the long term. And what that card was. We have Judgment, which is kind of similar to Mel, I believe, how the relationship will transform and go under different evaluations, and you guys will grow as people. But this does seem to be like a long-term, maybe like soul connection that we have. And Judgment is connected to Pluto, so it's almost like past lives, being reborn, things along the lines of that when I get the Judgment card. So I think Omari is there to stay, and they will play an important role in your life. And then we have Adia. Is Adia one of the soul family long-term friends? Let's see. Are they one of the soul family long-term friends? Let's go in and see. We have the sun. I believe so. Adia's there for the keeping. They're going to bring lots of joy and fulfillment and happiness into your life, as well as some important insights that you may not have gotten otherwise if you weren't this person's friend. And then the thing about I love about the sun is it kind of connects to like the death card and judgment in a way, because the sun represents a new day, a new beginning. So I love how those three relationships that we mentioned have to do with like changing and transformation and undergoing shifts and things along the lines of that, within your friendships and your soul family long-term friends. Okay, we have Ari the Aries Princess. Why are so many guys only want to hook up with me and nothing more? That I'll say that is a common problem, Ari the Aries Princess. I think that's more so a societal thing, but we can ask. What a lovely day, 90. Hello, how are you? If you all are coming in, feel free to ask questions. I'm here for the next 10 minutes, and I am very happy. You said I don't think every woman has a problem with that. No, I don't think every woman has that problem, but I do think that is a very common problem. Um, like very common. Like you just log on social media and you'll see, and all you have to do is look up dating, and you'll find somebody that says guys only want to hook up with me. Like it's very common. But we have the Four of Pentacles, and sorry, my eyes like itching. And then we have the Emperor. I believe that is here. Yeah, we have the Emperor. So we have these guys who are King of Cups. They're a little bit afraid of commitment, and they're more so focused on their long-term goals rather than forming strong relationships. And honestly, when we have the King of Cups, and I just pulled another card, Eight of Swords, they're just very fearful of making those emotional commitments, possibly scared of being hurt or rejection. Normally, when I get the Eight of Swords, that's like, oh, I'm scared that people will see the real me and see me for who I am and reject me. And so they're going to more so ask for hookups because it's going to be less of an emotional commitment. That is what the cards are saying. And I mean, it looks like they're probably a little bit emotionally closed off, in general. To be honest, I would say look for the people who aren't afraid to be vulnerable and open. If they're more quiet, or if they talk too much, more than likely these are the people you want to avoid, because the talking too much can be like, I'm not saying it is narcissism, but it is a narcissistic trait that narcissists have. Um, and then the talking too little kind of shows that they are more likely to have like a more avoidant personality, where they're just scared to open up. So anybody who's doing that, any of those behaviors, avoid them. So exactly why, okay. I think you had another question here. Let's go back. Okay, you said, did the manager at Tim Hortons put me as unviable when she fired me? Unhireable when she fired me back in April. Did she put you as unhireable? Let's see. Ari's Aries princess. The Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I don't know if she put you as unhireable, but she more than likely has said something about your work ethic and your ability to be a reliable employee, more than likely. But it doesn't seem like they said something. It wasn't like they put you on unhireable, but they definitely said, "Hey, I don't think this person is maybe somebody you want to have work for you." Like they'll let people know that they don't think that you were the employee of the year or anything like that. But they're not saying outright you're unhireable. With the if I saw some other cards like the devil, then I'd be like, okay, yeah. But no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Who had the next question? It might be Ari again, I believe. Have a great day, coffee. Why do I have such hard time making genuine friends? I'm extroverted, but usually my friends end up jealous of me. Let's see. Let's see. Hard time making friends. This card wants to come out. We have the Sun. I guess that's you being extroverted. The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Cups. From my understanding is you're very honest and upfront, but I think when we have the Knight of Cups here, it kind of shows like the people that you are talking to, they may be more so a little bit maybe a little bit more immature. The Knight of Cups can kind of create like these fantasies, and they may hear something and it goes in one ear out the other, and they completely put their own spin on what you're trying to say. So it's possibly that they're interpreting your words and how you communicate in a way that they want to see them, excuse me, rather than the actual reality itself. So more than likely, that's what's happening here. The Knight of Cups has their own insecurities, their own interpretations. They're the kind of person who can get caught up in their own head and reality. So I think a lot of people that you are encountering and trying to make friends with, they are, I guess, not sure of your intentions. And thus, because they're not sure, they're making up all these scenarios in their head that necessarily aren't necessarily true, is what I'm getting here. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, where I think just in general, this is like you being this Queen of Cups, trying to talk to the Knight of Cups. You're coming at it from a place of a little bit more understanding, empathy, trying to get to know people, trying to be friendly, but they're just kind of flaky and they don't truly know who themselves and who they are. They can feel insecure. And like I said, they can be taking the things that you're saying the wrong way, and they're just not that great at communication. So if that's mainly what I'm getting here, it's nothing you're really doing. It's just the fact that you're just keep running into that type. And it's possibly the universe wants you to learn a lesson in terms of learning how to spot that type. Because that's normally what I get with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is kind of learning how to cut certain things out of your life. If you're encountering certain people over, the Ace of Swords is like, I'm going to teach you how to spot this type of character. So I think that's what the message is here. But I mean, you're really not doing anything wrong. You're just being a nice person, and they're kind of like seeing it through their own lens. Um, Somebody had a question. I think it's the last question. I saw it earlier. Oh, here we go. May I have a message from Nicole asks, may I have a message from Goddess Mother Isis? I believe she was protecting me this morning. Okay. I hope you're okay. Nicole. Let's see. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a message of the worst is behind you, or you are currently leaving those turbulent times, turbulent waters. You are getting out of that rough moment that you have experienced this morning. It's kind of saying that you're not going to encounter a situation like that, at least for a very long time. So that's what she wants you to hear, essentially, that it's going to be okay. She is protecting you, and you can move forward with your day, your life, and it's going to be all right. It's what the message is, Nicole. For sure. With that Six of Swords, it's like the rough times is we're leaving those. Like, you have a lot of good things coming, especially with the Six of Swords. I always see the Six of Swords to represent like some good things are coming your way, essentially. And I think that is the last question because we're at 31 minutes. So I have to see you guys. I believe it's going to be Friday. I'm trying to think. I'll announce the time in the why can't I think of it? The feed where you post things. I can't think of the name right now. I'm super tired. But I'll announce it and let everyone know when I'll be. But it's definitely going to be Friday because I think that's the only day I'm free. And that's probably going to be 30 minutes as well, just because community tab. Thank you, San. San. Yeah, I'm going to announce the time in the community tab. It's going to be Friday. And so look out for that. I'm going to be on for at least 30 minutes. And I wish it was more, but this is a tough week. This is tough scheduling this week. And I'll have to answer your questions next time. So if I didn't get to you, feel free to put your questions in the next live on Friday. Have a good week, everyone. My brain is like shutting down because I got so much work to do. And I'm wishing you all the best. Stay safe, be happy, keep a positive state of mind. So many good things are coming your way. Truly believe that, and you will manifest the life that you deserve and that you need. Okay. So that is what I have. Bye, everyone.